In this video, Cheerless Pain presents an unsung historical site here in Winona, Minnesota. I call it the Foot of Mankato. Winona's Kashubian poles already have two iconic buildings on the National Register of Historical Places. It's a big deal for a city of 27,000. The Basilica of St. Stanislaus Kostka at Karamona and East 4th was completed in 1895. It replaced the original wooden frame church from 1873. It has always been the Kashubian Polish community's spiritual center. Its daughter church, St. Casimir's at Ewing and West Broadway, has served the West End since 1905. The Winona Athletic Club at Mankato and East 5th was completed in 1931. Before this, the athletic club had met at various East End locations for 30-odd years. This new athletic club soon became the social center of Winona's Kashubian Polish community. After World War II, it was also called the Polish Embassy. Let's start out with this 1894 fire map of Winona. The top of this map is north. All the streets are marked out. And I'd like to draw your attention to Mankato Avenue and Front Street. Their intersection is located between dots 9 and 10. This is the literal foot of Mankato Avenue, where it intersects with Front Street, the birthplace of Winona's Kashubian Polish community. I use this term Foot of Mankato to describe the entire neighborhood. Basically, it runs from Wall Street west to Hamilton Street and from Front Street south to Broadway. The Kashubian Poles were in the majority, with plenty of Germans, Bohemians, and even Yankees thrown in. In those days, Winona was a boom town on the American frontier. Immigrants came here to work in the lumber mills, grain elevators, and other riverside industries tucked in between the river and East Front Street. Next is a genuine fake drone shot, colorized from an 1889 lithograph. We're looking south toward Lake Winona. It offers a view of the neighborhood I call Foot of Mankato. Dot 1 marks the physical foot of Mankato Avenue. Dot 2 marks the original St. Stan's Church and School. Dot 3 marks Strelos Park, which was for 3 decades a one-block beer garden. Strelos Hall still stands at 767 East 5th Street, just west of the Winona Athletic Club. The Foot of Mankato was a convenient place for working families to live. Tiny houses were crammed along Front Street and 2nd Street and the side streets. Most of them had started out as one-room shacks. Life was tough for the people who lived there, but make no mistake, Winona's Kashubian Poles were living the dream in the land of freedom and opportunity. For context, here is the entire 1889 lithograph. The colorized Foot of Mankato is at lower left. Major streets are marked. You can see how the entire city of Winona worked its way south from the river towards Lake Winona as it grew. Businesses appeared on Winona's far east end, and with them, more small working class houses for the flood of new immigrants. The Kashubian Polish neighborhood, running southeast from the Foot of Mankato, is better known now as the Hog Line. The same process happened on the far west end, leading to a Kashubian Polish neighborhood called Little Warsaw. Today, proud descendants of Winona's Kashubian Polish immigrants live all over town. We can still be found celebrating our heritage at St. Stan's, the Athletic Club, and everywhere else. But if you want to know where our story began, it began at the corner of East Front Street and Mankato Avenue, packed in with the trains and sawmills and grain elevators on the Foot of Mankato.